Hi guys, welcome back to Happily a Homeschool Mom. It seems like forever since I posted a video on this channel. And it really has been. I cannot even remember the last video that I posted on this channel, but it's the end of the school year and I thought, well, I should probably get on here and kind of show you how we're ending the school year. Hunter is going to be a senior, which just kills me that it's going to be his last year in school. Well, in high school, I should say. It's not his last year learning by any means. And Ethan is going to be a freshman. I cannot even believe it. So he graduates 8th grade. So yeah. So we're winding down, and Hunter has finished a couple classes already. He's finished his books. So I thought that I would go over some of the stuff that we have covered and what I want to finish up within the next 2 weeks before our last day of school. I want to be done in 2 weeks. So that would bring us to, let's see, today is June 2nd. So 2 weeks from it would be, today is Sunday, so Friday would have been the 31st. So basically the 12th, June 12th, I want to be done. So I'm hoping that I'm done we're done by then. I can't really see the calendar without my glasses. I'm blind as a bat without my glasses, but I can't film with my glasses on, believe it or not. Nope, it looks like June 14th, which is my brother's birthday, which I find a little bit ironic. So anyways, I'm gonna show you kind of where we're at. So spelling, Hunter has been working ahead. I think he has 2 lessons left, and I think he's going to try to finish it up this week. He's been doing 2 spelling lists a week to finish, and he has 2 left. So Ethan, I think, has 4 left. So, and he decided that he does not want to work ahead, but maybe with there only being 2 weeks left, he will. I need him to finish up. So Hunter is completely done with English for the year. He finished that last week. Ethan still has about 4 sections left in his English book, and I'm going to split them up. I'll show you when I plan June how I split up the remaining work in their books to accomplish a lot in a short amount of time. As far as reading goes, Hunter has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 stories left in his lit book. So he needs to finish those. I think he can easily do that in 2 weeks. Ethan has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chapters left in the novel he's reading, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chapters left in his lit book. He will easily finish that. Probably this week he'll be done completely with reading. Hunter has 2 lessons left in his algebra, and then he's done for the year. In anatomy, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 lessons left. I think we're going to just take one day and just hammer these all out in one day. 1 or 2 days. I may split it up. But sometimes we do that with a class that we just want to get done with. We'll hammer it out. In health, there is no way we're going to finish our health book this year, which is okay. Health is a requirement for graduation. You need health credits to graduate. So, and we only started this book in not that long ago, actually. I think it was just a couple months ago. Well, the beginning of the year, I started with a health book that I did not care for. And we pushed through until January, and I just hated that book so bad. And then I found the current book that we have, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And the kids are just learning so much with this book. So I don't want to go too fast and miss. There's a lot of experiments in this book and a lot of hands-on things that go along with each section, and I don't want to skip over those. So we're just taking it as it comes, and there's no way we're going to finish it this year, and that's okay, because Hunter still has senior year to finish it. And so I think I'm going to try to get through these two sections before school ends. The skin, which we're going to do this week, and then food and digestion, which we'll do the last week of school. And then history, we've been working in our Story of the World book again. We had stopped, the end of last year. So we were about halfway through this book last year, and I switched over to this book because this book had a little bit more in-depth study of the Revolutionary War than this textbook. So we stopped and we started going through that one. Well, now we're moving ahead with this one, and we're taking a break with this one because the way the history textbooks, each history textbook, as you know, is different. Each curriculum is a little bit different. And this book kind of nestles somewhere in between this book. And so I've been kind of using both books, but like we'll go with one book for a long period of time until we get to a point where this book covers a little bit more in depth, and then we'll go back to this book, or vice versa. So just so you understand. So with Story of the World, we have gotten through all these. We have, how many more sections left in this book? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sections left. I don't think that I'm going to rush through these. I don't care if we start the school year next year with a little bit of this book left and some of this book left, because we're going to be studying American history next year too. So it's not going to matter if the first couple weeks are finishing up this book and then finishing up this book. So it doesn't bother me at all. So because this book leads into the next book for senior year, so it's not that big of a deal. And then Constitution, I do want to finish up this book this year, but next year we're also going to cover the Constitution as well, a little bit more thoroughly, just because Hunter has to take the Constitution test. It is required for graduation. I want to finish this book, and then I have another Constitution book I want him to go through. So basically he's going through 2 Constitution books before graduation, but I like them both, and I don't think that it hurts to have your child go through more than one book on one subject. It does not hurt them at all, and it just gives them more information, and the information is given to them in a different way. So, but we have 2 sections left in this book, and we can easily cover that within the next couple weeks. So we'll do these sections this week, and then those the following week. So that's not a big deal. And then this lit book, Hunter was doing 2 lit books at one time. These stories are very, very long. So I told him that if he finishes this lit book by the end of the school year, I'm not going to make him do this one until next year. He can finish this one next year. It's not that big of a deal. So, and then math, Ethan has 1, 2, 3, 4 sections left. Right now, he is studying geometry right now, and I am having him go through a different geometry book just to get it's a little more introductory than, because next year he's going to be a freshman. So technically sophomore year you do geometry, but the book that he is currently in has a large section on geometry. And so I took a specific book to teach him all the geometry principles, and that's what he's working on right now. And I want him to finish that before the end of the school year. And if he doesn't finish this book before the end of the school year, it's not a big deal, because he can just go back into this in the fall and finish these last 4 sections. So I think it's more important for him to learn the fundamentals before he goes into the regular geometry in his book. So that is what we're doing. This, of course, is history, where we kind of stopped because we were using Story of the World. And then in science, we are on cloud formation. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sections left, and then we're done with the book. So we need to finish this up by the end of the school year. And then in geography, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we're done with the geography book. We're going to finish this. This was just a review. Last year and the year before, they learned all about the states. And I wanted to do a little bit more in-depth study of each specific state. They know all the states in the United States. They know where they're located. But I wanted to give them a little bit more information on each state. So I'm probably going to start this in the fall and just get done like in September. Just finish this all up in the month of September, which will be our first month of school. And then we'll go right into Illinois history and in geography. So this is all Illinois history and geography up here, this book that we're currently finishing. But I have a more in-depth study on Illinois history that I want them to go through. So that's going to be for next year too. So one thing that I love about planning and writing everything down is because this is how I brainstorm, like year to year, what the kids are working on, what they need to focus on, what I'm going to use as curriculum for next year, what they need for graduation. All these things are running through my head, and I want to give them the best education that I can possibly give them, so they're all ready to take SATs and things that they need to take, to further their education if they want to. So, because it's their choice. And then I kind of filled this out for May. This is another one of those, just writing things down, like what the kids are reading, what we're planning, what we're watching on TV, what I'm wearing. I don't write what the kids are wearing because they don't specifically wear anything besides t-shirts, shorts. My kids like to wear silky shorts, those basketball silky type shorts. T-shirts, but most of the time they're Marvel or Star Wars. Or, well, if it's Ethan, it's usually Deadpool, something funny, something to do with cats, Minecraft. Yeah, that's about it. And then Hunter, he likes to wear Star Wars or Marvel. Predominantly Iron Man is his favorite. And then, like, if it's cold out, they either wear pajama pants or they wear sweatpants. Hunter wears jeans to work. That's pretty much their entire wardrobe. They're guys, so. I'm pretty much wearing hoodies and workout clothes because that's mainly what I do. I'm not wearing hoodies so much anymore because it feels like summer out. So I just put away all my long sleeve stuff out of my closet yesterday. Because it's just too hot for all that stuff. So I don't foresee me wearing hoodies to walk in unless it gets really cold in the morning. My girlfriend / accountability partner, we're walking at 6 a.m. every morning, and yeah, so it can get a little chilly, but it hasn't been. Friday I wore a hoodie and I wish I hadn't because I was really hot. What we're eating, this actually was a couple weeks ago, Reubens and cottage cheese. I was eating Reubens and cottage cheese because they're so good. I was making them. And then cobblers and grilling. Yes, we have been grilling a lot. As far as cobblers go, I only made one this month. I am making strawberry shortcake tonight though because I got strawberries at the farmer's market. And it sounds really, really good. And tonight, we're supposed to have chicken on the grill, but my husband thought out the wrong chicken breast. He thought out bone-in chicken breast instead of the boneless package. So I'm going to have to rethink that. And I honestly have no idea what I'm making for dinner now. I'm drinking David's tea from my advent calendar. I got a summer advent calendar back in January, I think it was. It was the end of, it was like on clearance or something like that in the David's Tea catalog online. And so I bought 2 of them, one for Christmas time and one for summer. And so I have been going through, Scott didn't get me anything for Mother's Day. He just completely forgot about it. And the boys didn't either, believe it or not. Which kind of sucks because I've already ordered Scott's Father's Day present. Because that's how I roll. But not to sound bitter or anything. But I remembered that I had that advent calendar in the freezer because I had stuck them in the freezer in January when I bought them. And I'm like, you know what? I'm giving myself a Mother's Day present. So I got out one of the advent calendars and I've been opening it every day. And it's been fun. Just drinking different teas. Today, my tea, when I opened it, I can show you. Was this one, peppermint. Yum, that's gonna be good tonight. So that's what I'm gonna have. But and David's tea by far is the best tea I've ever had. It's so good. If you like tea, you will love David's tea more than any brand that I have ever tried, and I think I've tried almost all of them. So, and it's not really all that expensive either if you buy it on sale like I do. I don't buy anything unless it's on sale. And I really don't buy anything anyway. Hardly at all. Loving special moments with dear friends. Yes. I have been enjoying my friends lately. I just love my friends. I have the best friends in the whole world. At least I think so. I'm listening to Today's Country. I think I said this on my other channel. And I am loving Maren Morris. She is my girl. And I don't even consider myself a feminist because I don't. I'm really not a feminist, but she's very motivating. She's very motivating, especially when I'm exercising or walking. And just, she's kind of like, go get it, girl. You can go. You can do it, girl. And that just totally motivates me to go. So, and then we went to Missouri. That's already done. Went to the 50th anniversary, celebrated Grandma's 94th birthday. And then I just wanted to remember this quote. I think that it's important to write down a quote, every once in a while, just to kind of like mull it over in your head for the month. And this was one that I found. She silently stepped out of the race that she never wanted to be in, found her own lane, and proceeded to win. And I love that. I love that. I don't even know who wrote it, but I love it. So, okay, so I'm going to stop it real quick. And I'm going to plan this week. I'm going to go through everything that I need to go through for the end of the school year. And then I'm just going to show you a glimpse at the end of what we have left to do before our last day of school, which is June 14th. So I'll be back. Hi guys, I'm back. I am done planning for June and the rest of the school year. I've kind of got it worked out how we're going to do this to get done with everything within 2 weeks. It's going to be pretty rigorous, but I think we can do it because some of their classes are almost done with, and when they're done, then they can work on other stuff. So I'm not really too overly worried about it. In spelling, they have 3 units left, each of them do, in their spelling books. So Heather has been... Okay, I'm back at it. My husband called. Sorry about the interruption. He didn't realize I was filming, so. Where was I? Anyway, so Hunter was already doing 2 spelling units a week. So I think this week I'm going to have Ethan do 2 and then 1 next week, and then they'll both be done for the year. And then in Lit, Hunter has 13 more stories to go, so that pretty much he can do about 1 or 2 a day and get done with the book within 2 weeks. Ethan has less than Hunter, so he only has 4 chapters in his novel and 5 stories in his lit book, so he might be completely done with his novel and lit by the end of this week. Hunter has 4 pages in math left, well, in algebra left. He's working on algebra. So he's probably going to be done with that, honestly, probably by tomorrow. I'm guessing he'll be done with his algebra book. Ethan has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 8 days left in his math book, so he should be done with that by the end of the school year, unless he wants to work ahead and get done early. Okay, so I figured out history. History, we are not going to get done with that book. There's no way we can get done with it this year, but I do want to finish this book and get into the final book of the Story of the World series, which is a combination. It's a combination of world and American history. I want to finish that by the end of September, because if I can finish that by the end of September, then we can continue with our American history and be done by the end of next year, so Hunter can be completely done with history. So I kind of assessed what I needed to do next year. So we have 3 chapters per week that we're going to have to finish in book 3 by the end of September. So we're stopping at chapter 30 next week. And then once we finish book 3, then we can start on book 4. And book 4 is basically from the Civil War on up to current times. So, like current events. So, we will start that like the first week of October. And I think we can catch up and get it done by the end of the school year. We're going to have to before graduation. So, in science, we have 3 sections left, and then they have a study guide, and then they have their final exam. So they will definitely be done with that by the end of next week. And then geography, they have, 4, 8, 9 pages. Well, 9, pretty much 9 days, but we can combine some to get it done faster. So then we'll be done with that book. So then at the bottom here, because I didn't really have a lot to write down on our monthly rubric, I just kind of made notes for myself at the bottom. And I kind of wrote next year goals, because I'm going to write a few goals that I have for next year, but I haven't written them down yet. I need to brainstorm them first. But that's just a reminder for myself that I need to do that before the next school year. I kind of sit down and brainstorm during the summertime anyway. But in geography, I kind of wrote down 1 to 2 pages per day to finish that book. History, 2 more chapters and done for the year. We are currently on chapter 28. We're going to go through 30. Science, 5 sections, an exam for the year. Actually, we only have 3 sections, not 5. And then we have the final exam. Health, 4 sections, and then done for the year. In health, we're just going to finish, like I said, we're going to carry that book into next year. So we're going to finish the section, or this chapter on muscles, and I think we're going to wait until next year to start the digestive system, just because they have a final exam on chapter 4, so they need to do that anyway. That didn't even make sense. I don't even know what I'm saying. Okay, they have 4 sections left in this chapter that they are on, and then we're going to stop for the year is what I meant to say. Constitution, we have quite a bit left for this book to finish the book. So we're going to do 4 pages per day to finish the book, but since they're getting done with all their individual classes, their individual classwork, then they're going to have more time to finish these, and they can work at these at their own pace. Same with anatomy, 4 pages per day to finish the book. Government, 6 pages total left in the book. So they just have to finish those 6 pages and they're done. They could probably hammer that out in a couple days. Journal writing, 4 pages per day to finish their journal book. And then Ethan, Hunter's done with English for the year. Ethan still has 4 to 5 pages per day to finish his English book, which he should be able to hammer out within 2 weeks. But we'll see. He needs to finish it even if it carries over past the 2-week period. I'm going to try to get him to finish it. That's quite a bit to work on per day, but he's almost done with his math. So if he's done with his math, he can work a lot on his English until he's done. Otherwise, we're going to have to carry it into the summertime to finish it, because he can't carry over the English books. There are certain books that I don't carry over into the next year, and they are math, English lit, and spelling. So that's basically what I do, if that makes any sense at all, because my brain just feels a little bit fried right now. So, but this is our schedule for June. I still have to write out, I kind of worked ahead, and this is next week's weekly schedule, and of course I'll write down like what we're going to do every day like I always do. And then the last week of school, I already put the stickers on, so I don't have to deal with that. And I can put my my planner pouch away, this stripe thing. Let me see how messy my table is. So, yeah, and then I have graduation because Ethan graduates from 8th grade. So, and then we're on summer break. Yay! So happy. And they have a health project due on Wednesday. And then they have finals on Thursday and Friday. So, and then Friday is the last day of school. And we're also going on vacation. So, that will be a nice end to the school year to go on vacation for a few days. From Friday to Monday. So I thank you all for watching. Sorry that it's been so long since I've done a video on this channel, but I just wanted to catch you up on the school year. I hope you guys are doing well. It's been a long year. Look at that. Whole year of stuff. It's hard to believe another school year is over. So, yep. And that is it. So I hope your planning days are going well, and I hope that your school year went well. You may be already done yet, or already done with your year, but You probably are. Most of the schools are ending now and graduation is taking place and all that stuff. So, yeah, have a good summer, guys. Hope to have more content next year. We'll see. Toward the end of the school year, it was getting really hectic, and I just didn't have time to. I just kind of focused on my other channel versus this channel, because, you know, it just seems like it's redundant to continue, like, filming, like, the same thing over and over again, what the kids are working on. But I'm going to try to keep up with it a little bit more next year. Hunter's senior year, I'd like to document it a little bit better. Not only for other people to watch and learn from, but for me to have a memory of his senior year. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a good summer and a good day. And I hope to be back sometime in the summertime when I'm doing my brainstorming and planning for next year. And, yeah. And then next fall, or this coming fall. So, thank you all for watching. I will see you later, or talk to you later. Bye.